Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Godcraft News. I'm your host theAkaiyogaming, and this week we haven't really been up to much, so I'm just going to take my time a little bit, I suppose, over this one. So, what has happened this week? Well, the first thing that I'm going to say is at this very moment of recording, which is about 9 o'clock on a Monday night in England, the server is currently down for a few upgrades, so we don't know when it's going to be going back up. Kane doesn't really have an idea either, so we'll let you know when it does. Just keep an eye on the front page of the forums as well, and you should be able to get back on pretty soon, I would imagine. It's probably just a few upgrades, like a RAM upgrade or something like that. So that's the first thing this week. In other news this week, Godcraft Adventures was launched. Yes, this other server that we've been absolutely raving about, this PvE with PvP, has been launched and is actually doing really well. The idea that people can still move on without having to go to the towers and also without having PvP all over the world means that there's a lot of people that are coming on, staying on, and also enjoying the game as well. There's also been a couple of alliances that have sprung up that some of you may know about, such as the Collective, one of the biggest ones at the moment, which is obviously a collective or a group of people. And there's also another one at the minute called Death to the Collective, which in every sense of the word is another collective. But yeah. So these are some of the alliances, and a lot of people are actually seeming to enjoy it, and people are really enjoying the whole bees and also the RP crops as well. So we can hope and see where that goes to. I personally am looking forward to playing with the railcraft. I want to become a proper railcraft guy, the kind of guy that knows everything about it, railcraft, because at the minute it's just I have a general knowledge of everything. I've not actually specialised in a particular area yet. So that'll be my area of expertise, hopefully in the future. But as a comment question this week, what is your area that you're looking forward to getting into? Buildcraft, IC, or maybe even Red Power? What would you like to be able to do without a second thought, kind of thing? In other Godcraft news this week, the Wiki, which has been one of the first places we've sent all new players for the last couple of years, is finally getting a revamp. The old Wiki really was starting to get a little out of date and really needed a lot of updating. During one of the threads this week, Toga was offered the position and accepted the position of Wiki admin. So we can only hope that soon, or should I say hopefully very soon, there will be a lot of good updates with a lot of accurate information going on there, since at the minute it's a bit hit and miss with a lot of stuff. We can really hope that that'll happen, and also it wouldn't surprise me if Toga's on the lookout for people to help him with this, as it will be such a big one. There is also an idea going around as well, which has been discussed in Vent a little bit, of the indexing that Ali Parpar did a few months back becoming an actual wiki site page kind of thing, such as the Godcraft cities or something like that. So if you want to just have a talk about that, see what you guys think, let me know what you guys think as well, and we'll see where that goes from there. But like I say, Toga has become the wiki admin, and we can. I really look forward to how he's going to do it. Toga has a nearly encyclopedic knowledge of a lot of the other server rules, as well as a lot of the stuff in Godcraft as well. So, you know, it'd be a nice idea to see that changed, as well as a revamp overall. So, good luck with that, Toga, and also anyone who wishes to help, try and get in touch with Toga and see if he needs your help with anything. And also in the community news this week, there's been two major stories which have come to light. The first one being that the newest snapshot, week 27, has been released, and week 27 is just the same as week 26 really. It's a optimization as well as major bug fixes. In this one as well, the final release date was updated for 1.3, which will be August the 1st, when hopefully, as long as there aren't too major or any major bugs that are found, the 1.3 will be released, or Adventure 2.0 will be released. And I'm looking forward to it actually. Some of the new blocks and some of the new abilities that we can have, as well as the new mountains and things like that, and the trading with villagers, will make this kind of game become a very new game in a sense. It's becoming new all over again, like it did last time we had an adventure update. Now you've also got to bear in mind that there's been such a long time since the 1.2 or 1.3, longest than we've ever had before, so there will be a sudden change. It won't be a gradual like you've always experienced before. For those of you that would like to download the snapshot, you can simply just go to the Mojang website. It's right there alongside the client version, the server version as well, so you can download the server version, run your own server, as well as the client version and run your own client. Now, like I say, there could be a few bugs, so if you do find anything, don't forget to report it as you have done before. And in our final bit of community news this week, the one that's got me the most excited, I think, other than Minecon, which is the Spleef World Championships, or the Spleef World Cup. Yes, this major championship, which has hundreds, and in fact I think nearly 1,000 people last year applied, has a large backing to it, and is really set to become one of the bigger community ideas and community events that will happen through the year, where eventually someone will be crowned as Spleef winner. Now, if any of you from the Godcraft community will be joining this, please do let me know. I'm going to be closely covering anyone who does. I'm also going to be applying myself, although I'm bad at spleefing, so I'll probably drop out in the first round, but I will be covering this as much as possible with the news as well for anyone else who does enter. It would be nice to see some Godcraft players in there, especially since we do have some good spleef players. For those of you who are a bit out of practice, we can see about getting yourself some spleef matches set up with some of the different facilities that we have on our server, but you have to bear in mind that this Godcraft, not the Godcraft, but the Spleef World Cup does incorporate a lot of different fields. You could have multi-level spleef, as well as a spleef game where you jump down the side across pillars and then have a spleef match at the end, so whoever gets there first is likely to win, kind of thing. So yeah, there's a lot of different things, and like I say, I will be covering it, so please don't forget to let me know if you will be applying. I definitely will be as well. And that's it for our community news this week, and for our general news with Godcraft. On now to our video of the week, which is actually really quite a nice one. And our video of the week this week comes from a YouTube member called theAkaiyogaming, and it is a Minecraft time-lapse. Now, with a lot of the time-lapses I've considered doing before, they've all been the same old-fashioned. It's either Fire UK or one where the person's just stood still for a lot of times. And while this is quite a nice idea, it's kind of getting a bit old and boring, as people wanting and expecting to have more of a Fire UK feel to a lot of it, not only with the music but also the fact of the moving camera as well. Now, that's what this Minecraft time-lapse actually does incorporate. They have got a full moving camera throughout the entire thing. However, the timing is a little bit off. There's areas sometimes where you're just looking at a green field that when it looks back again it's being cultivated, but you know, that's all just one of those teething processes, and this does take a lot of planning. You have to know exactly where you're going to be at the same point of where you want buildings to be placed and things like that, which can take a lot of time and effort. So these guys have done really well with this Asian Spleef arena theme, and it's actually a really nice video. However, the other thing as well, which seems to be a big thing when it comes to time lapses, the fact that Fire UK chose Approaching Nirvana for one particular reason. They were a band that they liked, well, a set of DJs they liked at the time, and because of this, it's become kind of a norm for the Approaching Nirvana tracks to be used. It would be nice, however, to start seeing some other tracks from other artists used. I do understand why it's nice; they are good artists, but let's just try and, you know, revigorate some of the music every now and again, I think. But other than that, check it out. It's a really nice video. It's fairly long, but they come out with a really nice building as well at the end of it. So yeah, that's our video of the week. Go and check it out, and thank you for watching. And this week's project of the week is PHI, or the City of PHI. This is probably one of the bigger projects on the build server at 8,000 Old North, and I am looking forward to going there. I've never been there before, actually, in the entire time I've been on the server, so all the reactions you'll be getting from me will be genuine, as I try and do with most of my the builds that I go to. Sorry, not my builds. But this is a project that has changed hands so many times that the only person that I can guess is the actual owner now is Featherblade, since this is one of the few active people on the server. So yeah, I'm going to go and check that out now, and we'll go over to in-game footage now. Hey guys, I'm here at the subway station for PHI, so if we just click this button here, we will drastically fail. Yeah, that's not always a good idea. Well, that'll be fine. There. Oh, damn it. No. Are you actually kidding me? It is not my day today. Okay, let's try this again. Really? Are you at? Oh my god. I never usually fail this bad, but Jesus Christ. There we go, now we're on our way. So yeah, as I said before, I'm on my way to PHI. This is one of the longest building projects, if I remember correctly, that's been on the server for a while, and it was started, I think, by Sudo and PyKiller. I'm not sure anymore. There's been that many different people that have taken projects on and stuff that I'm not even sure who owns it. I think it's Featherblade now, but as I said, I'm not actually quite sure. So one of the nice things already about this is the whole design of the subway. It's rare we actually get a nice design. And just for a quick note, whoever does the subway here, you need to work on your corners. Because you're hitting them way too fast. Oh, really? Just... Now this is what annoys me, when we get stupid shit like this. Right, so tell you what guys, I'm gonna fail my way there, and I will come back to you when I'm there. So I'm here guys, I've just got here. It's not actually that far away from 8000, it's just that the subway is a bit of an issue because of the fact that it goes way too fast, I think. So if I just take a quick look on my minimap, I can see this is actually a fairly big project actually, and there's been a lot of areas dug out. So it looks like we may have a nice project to go around today. And it's nice to see we've got some of the new block designs as well, really being incorporated into it. That's a smart idea, never thought of that before. I mean, it looks like a part of a station or something, so quite nice. Let's see what's down here. Nothing much, a random hidden chest and a door. I'm not sure what all this is, but yeah. Okay, so let's make our way a bit further around. I don't want to spend too much time going around projects anymore, so we've got some nice towers here, and what I'm assuming is the main entrance, but first I'm just going to go down here and we can keep walking up it later. As you can see, we've got all the walls dug out and people that have helped, I presume. Obviously there's a Spleef arena here, as there is in every Godcraft town. It's kind of like a prerequisite nowadays. If you're going to have a town, you need a Spleef arena. So this looks like it goes on like this for a while. Another set of towers there. It doesn't really look like there's much more, but it does look cool walking up it, I must admit. It's a really nice building. Looks like we've got a something here. What's this? God knows. So we've got a little marketplace. It's nice to see. Looks like we're missing some blocks or something. What have we got? Well, we've got rails, piled rails. Oh, it could be Jacob actually. That's the owner. And the Spleef. Now this is actually, I know for a fact they were talking about this a while ago, and this is one of the more, or should I say most in-depth Spleef arenas on Godcraft. There's a lot of water hazards and stuff like that around here, as well as lava hazards as well, which is actually really nice to see. It's as in-depth, if not more in-depth, than the Pleasure Town Spleef that me and Burns spent days building. So let's go down here and have a look. Yeah, I think there's something all the way down. Probably going to regret this, but we've got blue and red on each side, and then switches, which I don't know if they do anything. Presuming the ones that are through there do, if I'm honest. So we've got the Wall of Fame, Yellow Bunny. Not really that many, but yeah, alright then. And what else we got? Blue winners, red winners. So a little bit then. There's seems to be a bit of in-depth stuff. And as you can see, there's the water below as well to drag everything to a single spot. And I don't have access to get in there, but I do know for a fact that there's a lot of in-depth stuff. There's stuff that comes down from the ceiling and all sorts. But this is a really nice spawn actually. Spleef even. Take that off. And a lot of design work went into this as well. I do remember that quite clearly. And if we head up here, I think we head back just up to the top. Now I don't know if we can get down to the bottom end and have a proper look. Let's have a look. It's unlikely, as it's the Spleef control room. There also seems to be a lot of things. Lots of water. Water seems to be a big thing. It's all blue. Lapis in general. If I remember correctly, Phi is one of the only other places on the server to have a lapis ore on the build server, which, you know, is a cool little bit of tidbit of information for you there. So yeah, so we got this. Now I don't think there's much more down here. There doesn't look to be much more. So next we're going to go up top and keep walking up these stairs. I'm not sure what's up here. I don't know whether they've built something big into the mountain or what. I have no idea. And looks like you've got farms in these walls, which is probably what's in all of them actually, just farms. Lots and lots of trees. I'm not going to explore that because I think everyone's seen a tree farm once or twice. We'll go over and see if we can get in one of these doors. Oh look. And have a look up. Dee. So that is not helpful. Well, I'm not going all the way back up there again. So next is up here. I do like all the designs as well. I do like how they've got the stone brick and stuff. It's something that actually really makes the whole buildings look really nice. And it wouldn't surprise me as well with all this greenery if they're actually going to offer plots to people eventually, as long as you build along a certain design. It makes sense for them too, unless they do it themselves.
I think they do offer plots like these ones here. These both look slightly... I know they're the same. What's in it? Nothing much. Storage room by the looks of it at the minute. So obviously PHI is a really big work in progress. It's probably as big as... yeah, storage. It's probably as big as some of the Camelot areas, if I'm honest. It looks like they've been working on this area as well to extend it. I'm not sure how far they're going to go. And with the world height now as well, they can probably go up another level, but I think they might just leave it here. I'm not sure. I'll have to ask them. And yeah, so by the looks of it, this looks like it's about it. So here you go, Feather. You can quit bitching at me. Nah, I kid. But yeah, so this is the City of PHI. Do come and check it out. It's quite a nice big area actually. It wouldn't, like I say, it wouldn't surprise me if they're looking for workers, as well as like looking to sell plots maybe. Wouldn't surprise me at all. So yeah, that's at PHI. Just go to, if you're VIP 3 /north, and just get on the subway. Just bearing in mind that it might be easier just to run down it rather than take the actual subway at the minute. So yeah, that's PHI. Thank you for watching, and this is your project of the week.
And this week we have 3 bans in our bans section. Now, for some reason, you all seem to have either been caught or been really naughty on Thursday for some reason, because all the bans occurred on Thursday. And because of that, we now only have 3, so I'm just going to quickly say them. The first one is Seiferalmazy, who received a 24-hour ban from Burns for trespassing. Tom30931 received a permaban by Racecar, which was then taken down to a 1-week ban upon the promise that he will return the 3,500 UU matter he stole from Noge. And Golden8331 received a 1-week ban for trespassing and griefing from Burns on Thursday. Do we really still have to keep telling people about bans? I mean, really? Oh well. But anyway, yeah, that's it for our Godcraft news this week. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate and subscribe. Also let me know anything you want me to start covering, not to mention projects of the week, but also videos. I will cover anything you send to me. Just have a little patience. If I don't get to it straight away the next week, I will do the week after, or maybe a week after that. This is mainly going to Featherblade, who complained saying that I wasn't going to cover the City of PHI. Well, I just wasn't going to do it last week because I was initially going to do Amy's Cathedral. That is a project that I'm still wanting to do, but I'm waiting for the go-ahead from Amy on that first. So like I said, thank you for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate and Thank you for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate and subscribe, and Kieran out.